Welcome to math. Let's start by warming up our brains with some number stories. You can use your whiteboard, scrap piece of paper. You could draw pictures, use your number line, whatever you want to use to figure out these number stories. The first one, my cat has 4 paws and my dog has 4 paws. How many paws are there in all? So in all means you're adding. So I heard 4 for my cat, 4 for my dog, and I know that 4 plus 4 equals 8. Good job. If you don't know what 4 plus 4 is, say 4 and add up 4 more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, your second one. A carton has 6 eggs in one row and 6 eggs in another row. How many eggs are there in total? So in total, in all, it means you're adding. So this time I'm going to draw a picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Or you could say 6 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I matched them up. I knew that 6 and 6 is a double, so I was able to draw 6. And then I could draw 6 more without counting 6, but counting to 12. So 6 plus 6 equals 12. Another double. Awesome. Your last one, a semi-truck has 9 tires on the right side and 9 tires on the left side. So I'm going to draw again. So if I draw 9 tires on the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to do the same thing because 9 and 9 is a double. So I'm just going to keep going 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Or if you know that 9 plus 9 equals 18, then you wouldn't have to draw a picture. If you don't want to draw a picture, you can say 9 and then add 9 more. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 9 plus 9 is 18. Perfect. Nice job. So today we're going to learn about measuring objects. So I have 2 objects, pretty small objects. And we're going to talk about the length. Length is just one of many measurable attributes. You could talk about how long something is, or how wide something is, or how deep something is. What could you use to measure from this corner to this corner? What are some things that you could use to measure from this corner to this corner? If I was going to find out how long this tissue pack is, what could I use to measure? Now, some of you might be thinking you could use a yardstick or a tape measure. Some of you might be thinking you could use the paper clips or string or the toothpicks, your finger. So there are many ways that you can measure. When you measure, you want to make sure that you're measuring from one edge to the other edge. So if I was going to compare these 2 boxes, which one is longer? Now it's kind of tricky to tell which one is longer. So I'm going to use my scrap paper and I'm going to line them up on the edge. So if I line this up on the edge, and I'm going to mark where the tissues are. So I'm going to move it. So the tissues are this long. And my dried fruit is this long. So which one is longest? Is it my box of tissues or my dried fruit? Yeah, my box of tissues are longer. Using the paper helps me to see which one is longer. Now, when you measure, you want to make sure you're right on the edge. You don't want to be over. See how I'm over? See, this edge is over. You don't want to be too far over in. You want to be right on the edge when you measure. All right, perfect. So today, let's see, you can also use a string to measure. Sometimes if it's an object that you can't pick up and measure, you can't put a piece of paper to, or you could take a string and start at one end and go to the other end, and then go to the different object and measure using the same string. So we're going to finish we have page 43, 44, and 45. So 43, want you to write or draw things that are a bit shorter than your paper. Things that are a bit shorter than my paper, I'm going to write or draw here. Write or draw things that are a bit longer than your paper. So in this square, or rectangle, I'm going to write or draw things that are a bit longer. Are the things in the box longer or shorter than the things in the bottom box? So are the things in the top box longer or shorter than the things in the bottom box? So again, something that's shorter than my paper, something that's longer than my paper. All right. All right. Now we're going to go to page 44. Okay, this is subtracting on a number grid. So you're using this number grid to answer these questions. Start at 38, count back 4, where do you land? If you need to pause me, I'm going to keep going. Start at 53, count back 6, where do you land? Start at 60, count back 10, where do you land? Start at 40, count back 30, where do you land? Again, you can pause the video to figure out the answer and then start me back up again. Try this, solve. Start at 52, count back 20, where do you land? Start at 47, count back 17, where do you land? Again, this is subtracting on the number grid, so you're counting back. All right, and then math boxes. I'll read them. Again, if you need to pause me, pause me. I just don't want to make the video so long, so I'm going to keep right on going. Use your number grid. Start at 8, so you can use this number grid over here if you want. Count up blank hops, you end at 12. So you have to figure out how many hops you're going to go up to end at 12. And you're going to choose the best answer. Draw the missing dots, fill in the number sentence. So 4 plus what goes here equals 10. So this is how you add on. You could say 4 and then start putting dots in there until you say 10. Then count the dots and put the number down here. Make a sum of 10 pennies. Remember, sum is like total. A total of 10 pennies. Okay, so make a total of 10 pennies. So in your left hand you have 9 pennies, in your right hand you have 1 penny, because 9 plus 1 equals 10. On this one you have 4 pennies in your left hand. You got to figure out how many pennies are in your right hand, and your number has to equal 10. We've done this before. This is review. It's like penny plate. How many pennies are under the plate? How many pennies are on top of the plate? They're supposed to equal 10. You have some pennies in your left hand, 5 pennies in your right hand. Remember, you're equaling 10. And then you get to make your own up. Not one of the ones that are above. Make your own. So what plus what equals 10? All right, last one. Mona has 6 cups of flour. She uses 4 cups of flour to make bread. She uses the rest to make waffles. How many cups of flour does Mona use to make waffles? So you're going to take the 6 cups that she had. She uses 4 cups for the flour. Now, how many of her cups she has left is what she used for the waffles. So 6 take away 4 equals what? Can you count up to find your answer? Can you go back the other way? Can you say this plus this equals 6? Yeah, remember remember Mrs. Brooks told you that sometimes when she does subtraction, she likes to add because it's quicker, especially when I'm checking your work. So the answer to this is yes. How? It wants to know how, though. You tell me, what are you going to do? I just told you, but let's see if you can tell me in writing. All right, so that's it for today. Have a great day.